Hey guys, I'm Adam.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Two Neighbors. Ryan, what do we got going on today?
All right, so we are going to check out one of my favorite all-time series, the only series I've ever watched like 8 times all the way through, The Office. But this is casting The Office. So I'm assuming this is going to be casting. It's going to be like some of the videos.
The original attempts at portraying these characters.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's going to be like a whole bunch of actors that audition, or if it's just going to be the one. Anyways,
we shall find out.
We are going to find out. We were talking about The Office a little bit in the last video, where I can't remember. Steve Carell. Steve Carell literally came out and said that The Office wouldn't work today, just because some of their jokes are really, you know, risky, and like he's referring to like cancel culture, basically not allowing The Office to work in today's atmosphere. I don't know, I disagree. But I think The Office is just one of those shows, no matter how many times you watch it, you still find new funny stuff, and it's just a great thing to play in the background. So
I have a confession. I have not watched it through and through. I've watched episodes, but I have not watched it
so good.
So I do appreciate the characters in it.
Yeah, the character development got much better as it went on. And yeah, and they actually had to. So originally, the character Michael Scott, the lead, Steve Carell's character, was like portrayed in season 1 as just like, you know, the worst boss you could ever imagine. Like just someone who was like cringeworthy all the time, and you know, like you really didn't like him. And then once they figured this was going to be something successful, they actually rewrote his character a little bit, and you can see a noticeable difference between season 1 to season 2, where he was still that like kind of bumbling kind of guy, and like, but more likable.
Okay.
They want him to be now likable.
I'll keep these things in mind when I watch the whole series.
All right. So before we jump in,
if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Two Neighbors. It takes 2 seconds of your time. We really would appreciate it if you hit that little bell for notifications, because we post content a fair amount and we don't want you to miss it. And please check out okanashop.com. Punch in Two Neighbors in the coupon code at checkout, and you'll receive 20% off your whole order. Now serving Two Neighbors merchandise.
Cool. Let's check this out. I'm actually excited to watch this.
The casting process. The casting process for The Office took place over 3 months in the fall of 2003. Okay, so it's going to be a lot different than it's cool.
You're in the
wow! For Dwight.
If you're in the field, you can clean the man's wound by taking a whiz on it.
No one should have played Dwight, but
first aid books written by the Red Cross.
We play hard and we work hard. Sometimes we
Better Call Saul.
Probably play hard when we should be.
He actually did a
hard,
cameo.
That's probably my fault, but
later on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As another Office.
I love him as an
Fire
actor.
me.
Yeah, remember his name?
Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Staying home watching TV every night.
Yeah.
Not for me. I like it.
He would have made a good
Kevin.
Kevin.
I spent the first month trying to remind my boss that there is no Y in paper.
I'm not afraid of violence in the workplace either. No, I mean, not me. Some people
could have
are.
played a pretty good Dwight.
Not me. Check this out. See this? It's 90% red hot peppers imported from Cuba. Guy's done. Paralyzed for 2 weeks straight. I'm not afraid.
No, I'm trained in this from being a sheriff's deputy.
Volunteer?
Volunteer sheriff's deputy.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
I'm a sales rep, which means that my job is to speak to clients on the phone about quantity and type of paper, and you know,
have you seen
if
Severance?
we can supply it to them, and if they can purchase it. And I'm boring myself just talking about it, so that's I can't even.
I'm a sales rep, which means that my job is to speak to clients on the phone about quantity.
I like that they went
type
with
of
like
paper,
relative unknowns for a lot.
Whether we can supply it to them, whether they can pay
this
for it.
This guy's Jack Ryan, right?
Now,
yeah.
I'm boring myself just talking about it. To be honest, it's
urine is sterile. Okay? That's a fact. Did you know that? When you are in the field, you can clean a wound by whizzing on it. True. It is in the first aid guidebook from the American Red Cross Association.
He even had
totally unfair.
right off the bat.
Yeah. Sink.
I hope they get rid of me.
Like he knew what the character was going to be.
Because then I might actually get off my ass and do something. Because I don't think it's many little girls' dreams to grow up and be a receptionist. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but whatever it is, it's got to be a career move, not just another arbitrary job. And Jim's advice was that it's better to be at the bottom of a ladder that you want to climb than halfway up one you don't.
What'd you watch on TV last night?
I didn't. I rented a movie.
I watched that Special Victim SVU.
Never seen that.
Friggin' repeat.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Not for me. I hadn't seen it.
It is a question of trust.
It's communication.
Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Yes or no?
Yes. I trust you.
I like that. Because it's not often that you get something that's both romantic and thrifty. So there's that going.
I said if corporate wants to come here and interfere, you ain't messing with my chillin'. I am if anyone's going to.
Yeah, but Michael, what if they do downsize here?
Not gonna happen.
It could be out of your hands, Michael.
Was there anything that you wanted to add to the agenda?
Okay, I'm into foreign films. I read The New Yorker, love Shakespeare.
Did you happen to see the Dunder Mifflin flag out in the parking lot?
He's in the show?
Yeah.
Isn't it inspiring? I think I want it on my coffin.
Hey, baby, you got here?
Yeah, would you mind if I went up for a drink with these guys?
No, let's get out of here, let's go home.
It's a gimmick.
Oh, I love
think,
this guy.
Really. You know, casual Friday, one day you let your hair down. That's pathetic.
Michael plays like such a
Go on.
terrible.
Can we not talk about downsizing?
Well, we have to sooner or later.
Yes, but right now what we have to decide is do you fold Stanford people into this branch or vice versa?
Actually, people say I am the best boss they've ever had. The world's greatest boss. Give it to me. They go, Michael, we have never worked in a place like this before. I mean, you are a riot. You get the best out of us. And I say, well, que sera, sera. You know, and if it's true, awesome.
What is que sera, sera?
Well, it's kind of a non sequitur, is what I've been told. It's kind of, you know, kind of filler words. Have you ever heard of filler words? It's kind of like that. You know, que sera, sera. If I had to define what it meant, I'd say, what context did I use it just then?
Now, in 2003, was Steve Carell like pretty well known by that point? Did he do?
Yeah, he was already in. So he'd already been in Bruce Almighty and then Evan Almighty.
Okay,
and
he was already in Bruce Almighty in 2003.
Yeah, I think so.
What was?
Yeah, he would have been. Yeah,
what was
definitely.
his first like movie? Oh, what was that movie called? What was the first one with Seth Rogen and? Oh, damn, blanking.
Don't remember. The first one I can ever remember seeing him in was Bruce Almighty, where he played like the anchor man. Evan
yeah, but there's a other
Baxter
where he worked at a audio store.
Oh, a 40-year-old virgin.
40-year-old virgin. There we go.
Right.
That,
I'm like, what was he in? With Seth Rogen?
What year was 40-year-old virgin?
Oh, I don't know. That was predating this too, I would think.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's hard when you go back. That like, it's coming up on 20 years.
People are screaming at me right now.
I know, right?
40-year-old virgin!
Yeah. The one thing I thought was really funny about this, and I think like you could see the fact that like directors and producers like let the characters kind of like evolve a little bit from the way they wrote it. Because like one thing is like you write something as a writer, you have an idea in your mind, this is a character, and you can see that Dwight read that script a certain way, different than anyone else, and they just let him mold that character away from what the writer might have thought in his mind to say, no, this is Dwight, so we're gonna go with that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, no, it's always cool going, especially like this is where you go down the YouTube rabbit hole of like finding these types of videos, like the auditions of shows that you love. It is definitely interesting to watch these things.
Yeah.
And see how well developed the character was before it was like actually on TV.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So great stuff.
Yeah. Very, very fun, and it makes you think too. Like, you know, we assume that all those characters are the characters, but I mean, just replacing one or two of them might have changed the whole dynamic of the show, you know? There you go. Never know.
It's that one thing that changes and it changes everything. Guys, if you have a suggestion that you think we should watch a video based off your recommendation, hashtag my request down below in the comment section with the URL link. We really would appreciate it, and we will do our best to get to it. We have a long list, but we always want more suggestions. And as always, check out okshop.com, punch in 2 neighbors in the coupon code at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your new 2 neighbors merchandise that's now on okshop.com in the content creator section. So check it out. You get 20% off with that coupon code 2 neighbors. And anything else, Ryan?
Like, share, and subscribe. And when you hit that subscribe button, make sure you turn that little bell for notifications, because we post new content all the time and we do not want you to miss it.
That's it for our show. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Later, guys.